Hi guys, welcome back to SuperSteel Gaming. This is Stiller with you here. So today I want to get into the goods of the Pacific campaign. Now, I could spend some time getting through all the little things that make the campaign good, and I kind of did that more with the things that make the campaign bad. But what I want to talk about today is the things that make this campaign not only one of the best, but possibly the best enlisted campaign. So I want to get into that today, guys. If you do like this video, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and give me a comment down below. So let's go ahead and get into this. So guys, the first thing is this. The atmosphere of this campaign is so good. From the landing craft and tracked landing vehicles on the beaches to the bombed out ruins and just the whole burned out tanks, and it just gives you the feeling of actually being there. And I really think that allows this campaign to be so good because like some of the campaigns they almost seem rebuilt and they just don't seem as natural, even if they are more realistic than this campaign even is. And I really think that adds to the allure of this campaign. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is the flow. Now, the flow of this campaign is very interesting because it gets you really up close quarters, it gets you right up in the enemy's face, and it allows weapons like the M1 carbine that wouldn't usually be that good of a weapon just because it's not a very long range weapon and doesn't even have that good of accuracy at longer ranges. It allows that type of weapon to shine, and it really allows you to get up in the enemy's face, to take some people out. And then on the Japanese side, you have the Type High rifle, which is very effective at close ranges. And I think those type of things allow some epic moments, throwing phosphorus into a room, men coming over the windows. It's just some really amazing experiences, and I think it allows this campaign to have a very competitive edge over things like Stalingrad that, though they're cool, they just kind of feel bleak and rudimentary and repetitive. And another thing, guys, with the close quarter fighting is most campaigns have these really long or medium ranges. This campaign is so good at getting everybody up close and personal, right up on top of each other. And for the Japanese, they're going to be pulling out swords. They're going to be pulling out semi-automatic rifles. For us, we're going to be pulling out semi-automatic rifles, but we're also going to be able to pull out the Browning shotgun, which is just an amazing close quarters weapon. We're going to be pulling out white phosphorus. And I think that is one of the things that, like, it just really puts these two factions that are little not necessarily designed for close quarters right up on top of each other, which makes it super cool. So the next thing I want to get into, guys, is the CAS. And I know that it sounds a little bit silly, but the thing is, guys, the CAS allows this campaign to really have a different feeling to it. From the bomber strike to the artillery strike, they both do some very cool things. With the bomber strike, it allows you to really coat the entire map and just take out a lot of enemies at once, but it also allows you to offset defenses so you can kind of try to break through those defensive lines. With the artillery strike, it's very good in this campaign of allowing a pre-strike before your infantry gets there, trying to take out any of their defenses they've set up or any infantry that's just standing out there waiting for you with SMGs. The other thing, guys, is with the planes being able to take off from carriers and having to fly, either land on the carrier to get repaired or fly all the way out there to get their ammo, it tends to take them a little bit longer, and you don't have this constant bomber and plane spam. So I think that's also a very big thing, because I think a lot of campaigns are just constant plane spams, especially Normandy. And I think this campaign not being that way really makes a lot of players enjoy it more. So guys, finally, and probably the biggest two things that make this campaign amazing are the epic moments. Most campaigns don't have epic moments. You may have here or there a cool little thing you do, or you may go into a bunker in Normandy and blow some guys out, but in this campaign you constantly are being faced with epic moments, whether it's a massive 2-on-3 tank battle where you have 2 or 3 tanks barraging each other from two sides of the river, obviously armored cars as well, but the point is you have armored vehicles smashing each other from two sides of the river while infantry is trying to make it across. Whether you have these really awesome close quarters engagements, you always have an epic moment in every single battle. You also have constant new situations, guys, and this is a massive piece. Okay, with the new flanking, you never know what's going to happen. You could be defending one doorway, and next thing you know, the enemy's coming behind you. So, like, you never know where they're actually coming, giving a really, really cool uncertainty and adrenaline to these battles, especially in the hangars. It also allows players to, on the attacking team, to be able to exploit enemy weaknesses and get in little spots where the enemy didn't think you would come, allowing the attackers to have some awesome, awesome moments coming up behind enemies and things of that nature. You always are having awesome situations such as bridge combat, trying to get over the river, swimming to one side and trying to hold out on the other side of the beach until reinforcements can make it across, having men in the rock shooting at each other from each side. There's just always something really, really cool. And I think a lot of players really enjoy that. And there's always room for something. If you're a newer player, you can get a bolt action and you can take enemies out from the other side. If you're a more high up ranked player, you can get over there with your SMG and just destroy the enemy. So there's just some really awesome things for all player classes and levels. And I think that just makes this campaign so, so good. So, guys, my final thoughts are this. This campaign is definitely in the top tier. My biggest issues, though, are that because of the issues, it's not necessarily the best campaign. The attack hackers are always at a disadvantage, so though you do have some cool moments, it is a little bit disappointing when the attackers are constantly losing, and it's a lot easier for the defenders. So to me, guys, though it is pretty balanced, I do think there are some issues, and until they are addressed, I wouldn't say it's the best campaign, but I would say it's definitely in the top two, maybe three. So guys, I have to say this. Absolutely, you should play this campaign. One of the best campaigns I've ever made. Definitely in the running for the best. If you want to check out their Special Landing Forces pack, I have the link to that in the description. If you're new to this and you want to play the game, I have the link to the game in the description. As always, guys, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. This is Stiller signing off. See you on the battlefield, soldier.